Hey, good day there. In the last video, we made a vacuum cleaner that, pun intended, absolutely sucked. At least figuratively speaking. So, to improve the performance, I tried experimenting with different blade geometry and blade heights. Although the results showed that geometry did play a role, it wasn't as big as I expected, and after doing some further research, it turns out the parameters I should have experimented with were diameter and the motor speed, since both were proportional to the square of static pressure. At least in theory. Which is what I'm going to test out today, starting with the blade diameter. This time around, I made the impeller 70% larger, and in theory, this should 3x our level of suck. Turning it on for the first time, it's certainly sounding a little crankier than before, which if that's any indication, means I also created a 70% larger rotating imbalance. But at least it feels more powerful. So we'll start off where we left off, which was failing to pick up little pieces of paper. The larger diameter definitely did something, since the little pieces of paper were no match for our vacuum, so now we'll up the weight a bit and try sucking up some little pieces of plastic. And now it turns out our vacuum is no match for the little pieces of plastic. However, before we move on to quantifying the results with some numbers, I wanted to add a speed controller to our motor in order to play around with the RPM. I can hook it up to a microcontroller and push some code, so now I can change the speed with my phone to a set percentage instead of a manual dial. Going back to the crude manometer setup, we'll use the same equation as before in order to compute the static pressure based on the change in water height. To start the test, I'll start with half speed and see what effect this has when we double the RPM later. Here it looks like we have a change in height of about 4.45 millimeters. Next up, we'll double the speed, and in theory, we should see a 4x in static pressure, and thus a 4x in height. And at 14.44 millimeters, looks like we came pretty close. Tabulating our results, we can start by looking at the effect that the larger diameter had compared to the smaller impeller. We predicted a near 3x increase in pressure, and in reality, we came pretty close, seeing about a 2.77 increase, confirming that impeller diameter has a larger impact than impeller height. Moving on to RPM, we can compare the relative performance of motor speed by starting at half and then doubling up to full, of which we predicted a 4x increase and in reality saw a 3.24x increase, which still demonstrates the dominant effect that motor RPM can have. The errors I speculate are largely due to the increase in vibrations we heard, and I think the speed in particular was further off is because while my speed controller says 100% versus 50, in reality we didn't measure the RPM directly and instead assumed that the controller would behave linearly, which, with power-related inefficiencies, is not true and means we didn't get a perfect doubling of the RPM. With all that said, I had fun playing around with the diameter and speed today, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching.